Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a barrel and ammunition comparison with my Remington 870 12 gauge. Stick around. Okay, my Remington 870. This one in particular was advertised as the 870 Super Mag. It'll feed the 3-inch shells as well as the 2 3/4-inch shells. Came with a 4-shot tube because I bought it in upstate New York, so it's New York compliant, where I was doing my hunting with my uncle. It came with a 20-inch fully rifled barrel with rifle sights on it, back sight, adjustable for elevation. It also came with a 24-inch field barrel, smooth bore with just a bead up front. And I wanted to do an accuracy comparison. Is it worth the extra money for sabot slugs through a fully rifled barrel? Or is rifle slugs through a smooth bore just as good? So I wanted to put that to the test because sabot slugs are about 3 times the price as rifled slugs, and you don't want to put rifled slugs through a rifled barrel because you'll get some lead buildup within the rifling. And I did go ahead and purchase an 18-inch smoothbore barrel as well, more for buckshot purposes, home defense scenarios. But I will put some slugs through this one as well at 50 yards, even 100 maybe, to see if that can pull off any type of accuracy with rifled slugs. And the reason why I bought the Remington 870 over the Mossberg, which is also a phenomenal shotgun, is primarily the location of the safety. The Mossberg is up top of the receiver, whereas the 870 is on the trigger guard. And when you have a deer come under your tree stand, if they hear anything like this, they're gone. So the 870, you can get your thumb on one side, your index finger on the other, and put it off just about silently. That one was actually silent. And it does have this cover slash feed ramp underneath there, which helps keep debris out of there when you're in the woods. So let's get this baby to the range and do some comparison shots. We'll see you guys there. Alright, so here we are at the club with the Remington 870. Today, for ammunition, I have a couple different types of sabot slugs. I have this Federal, which advertises at 1,500 feet per second. And I found these actually pretty cheap for $9. Usually, you can only find sabot slugs for somewhere around 12, 13 to 15, and then they get really expensive if you get the fancy stuff. Then I get this Federal Premium Trophy Copper Sabot Slug, which is advertised at 1,900 feet per second. So what I'm probably going to do is take 3 shots with the True Ball Rifled Slug out of the smooth bores, which is advertised at 1,600 feet per second. And then I'm going to put 3 of the 1,500 feet per second sabot slugs, and then 3 of the 1,900 feet per second on the same target to see if I get a different point of impact. And I haven't sighted this shotgun with the rifled barrel in for a while. I've been using smooth bores. It's been a few years since I used this, so I'm not sure where it's hitting. I'm just going to aim center, and then wherever it hits, I'll just hold that. And to change out the barrel, because I'll be doing quick barrel change outs between the shots, you just open the action about halfway, twist this anti-back nut off, and the barrel comes right off. So I'm actually going to start with the rifled barrel, 20-inch rifled barrel, which I'm going to be shooting the sabot slugs out of. And then when you put the barrel back on, you want to make sure that it seats all the way down, because if you get if it's forward a little bit, it can just strip these threads right off, and the barrel will go down range with the slug. So let me get her loaded up. I'll put the camera down range so you can see the impacts, and let's get some shots down range. All right, so here you have it. 6 shots with the sabot, the first 3 being the 1900 foot per second, the second 3 being the 1500 foot per second. Doesn't look like there was much of a impact difference. This is with the 24-inch field barrel, smoothbore with the rifled slugs. And this nice, fresh, clean target is with my new 18-inch smoothbore barrel. Looks like I'm missing low there, and to the right there. So I definitely need a different hold position for that short barrel, so I'm definitely going to rule that one out as far as hunting deer with. It's more of like a buckshot type barrel. So let's move over to the 100-yard range and see if I can get some results as far as grouping at that distance. We'll see you over there. All right, so here we are at the 100-yard range. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the first shots I took were at the 50-yard range. Same deal, I'm going to put 3 sabot slugs on the left target. I'm going to put rifled slugs on the middle target with my 24-inch smoothbore with rifled slugs. And then for shits and giggles, I'm going to hang that third target that I missed from the 18-inch smoothbore barrel and see if I can apply some Kentucky windage and get a couple on that one. All 3, hopefully. So let me go hang some targets. I'll put the camera down there as well so you can see the impacts. Bear with me. All right, so here you have it. The sabot slugs were my first shots through the 20-inch fully rifled barrel. And as you can see, I hit low of the target. I'm sure you saw the impacts when the camera was on it. And that looks to be about the same size group as this group, which I shot with the 24-inch smoothbore with the rifled slugs. And this is the real surpriser for me with the 18-inch smoothbore with same rifled slugs that I used through this barrel. I was holding up here. I didn't think was going to be enough because at 50 yards I was hitting down to the right of the target. So I was holding up here and I managed to land 2 center mass shots with some Kentucky windage, which I'm, kind of happy about. But as far as like which barrel I'm going to use for hunting next year, I think I'm going to go with the 24-inch smoothbore because you can pull off some pretty good shots with that extra 4 inches. And who doesn't like an extra 4 inches, to be completely honest with you? But the rifled barrel has those sights. It's just a matter of adjusting the elevation, and I'll hold the same type group. So I don't really see any difference with the extra cost for the sabot slugs. So I think I'm going to stick with the 24-inch smoothbore, but that's a personal preference. So now I think the other side thinned out a little bit. So let's go down to the utility range and put some buckshot through that new 18-inch barrel. We'll see you down there. All right, now let's put some buckshot through her and see how the pattern is. The first shot I'm going to take is double odd buck. The second one is 7.5 shot. Then we'll go down and see how they pattern on paper. All right, let's go take a look. As you can see there, double odd buck, 9 pellet. That's at about 10 yards. Get a nice little cover there, center mass. Whereas the same distance, 7.5 bird shot, you get quite a bit of spread. So that just gives you an example of buckshot through the 18-inch smoothbore barrel. All right, for my final trick, I got 2 slugs loading in and then 3 buckshot double odd buck behind it. See what they can do to the water bottles. gloves. Had one push up underneath one that was loading. That was the problem. Alright, so I'm going to consider that a very successful range day, even though I had that little snafu at the end there with the buckshot. It just goes to show you no matter how much you practice with something like this manual, stuff like that is just going to happen. I wasn't working the action back the same time I pulled the trigger, and you saw the result of that. And I'm definitely going to stick with the 24-inch smooth bore barrel, because even though this barrel is fully rifled, the back sight is kind of too far up. It's like halfway up between the back of the receiver and the front sight. Whereas the 24-inch barrel, you're lining up the bead at the end of the barrel with the back of the receiver, so you get a lot longer sight picture, which is better at distance. Especially any little mistake you make with the back sight this far up it's gonna amplify that at distance. So thanks for watching. Until next time, this is the gun-toting pacifist. Stay active, stay alert, and stay armed.